Act.
Actuar.
Actuar. Achieve.
Lograr.
Good. Lograr, alcanzar. Admire.
Admirar.
Good. Advice.
Informar.
Advice, that means aconsejar. Okay? Agree.
Acordar.
Very good. Acordar. Right. Answer.
Responder.
Responder.
Responder. Right. Bake.
Hornear.
Hornear. Believe.
Creer.
Believe. Creer. Right. Very good. All right. Believe. Creer. Right. Very good. Belong.
Pertenecer.
Pertenecer. Right. Borrow.
Prestar.
Good. Bother. Don't
Molestar.
bother me, for example, when you say that word. Right. Call. Call.
Llamar.
Right. Cancel.
Cancelar.
Cancelar. All right. Good. Carry.
Llevar.
Good. Cargar, llevar. Celebrate. Celebrar. Very good. Clean.
Limpiar.
Climb.
Trepar.
Escalar.
Good. Escalar. Close.
Cerrar.
Very good. Contain.
Contener.
Contener. Right. Cook.
Cocinar.
Cocinar. Good. Cause. That's the idea. What does it mean? Toser. Toser. Crash.
Chocar.
I crashed my car into the tree. Very good. Chocar. Right. Change.
Cambiar.
Good. Cambiar. Chat.
Charlar. Hablar.
Conversar. Yes. Don't forget when you're going to chat on WhatsApp. Right. Dance.
Bailar.
Very good. Deliver.
Enviar. Entregar.
Good. Entregar. Enviar. Die.
Fallecer. Morir.
Right. Morir. Dress.
Vestido.
Vestir. Very good. Enjoy.
Disfrutar.
Disfrutar. Good. Fry. I fry chicken, for example. Freír.
Freír.
pollo.
All right. Guess.
Adivinar.
Okay, good. Adivinar. Hate.
Odiar.
Help.
Ayudar.
Good. Ayudar. Hope.
Esperanza.
Yes. Esperar. I hope that you do your homeworks. That's my example. Improve.
Mejorar.
Very good. You improve your English vocabulary, remembering the verbs, right? Invite.
Invitar.
Right? Invitar. Good. Talk.
Empujar.
Caminar. Right? Good. Jump.
Saltar.
Right? Saltar. Learn.
Aprender.
Aprender. Like.
Gustar.
Listen.
Oír.
Escuchar.
Escuchar.
Escuchar. Muy bien. Muy bien. William, do you have a question? William Ramos, do you have a question?
Yes, teacher. I was like, what's the difference in with hope and wait?
Hope, in this case, it's the regular verb, no? And wait is the regular one. Wait when you are going to wait a person. Cuando vas a esperar a una persona. I wait you. I hope something that you think. That's the difference, William. ¿No? Entonces, wait es más físico, ¿no? I wait to that person. But when I say, I hope que ustedes hagan sus tareas, right? I say, I hope that you do your homeworks. That's different. Okay? That's the difference.
Wait, teacher.
You're welcome. Look at please the next one. Look at please the next one. Chicos, consulta. ¿Ustedes quedaron conmigo 10 minutos o 15 minutos de tolerancia para el ingreso?
10 minutos.
10 minutos. Por favor, recuérdenlo, right? Don't try to enter then, because that's a problem, because your friends interrupted the class, and that's important that you are going to have an schedule. Yo también considero que 10 minutos es suficiente. No lo olviden, right? Okay, so we are going to work with that. Leave.
Vivir.
Vivir, right. Look.
Mirar.
Mirar. Love.
Amar.
Amar. Move.
Mover.
Mover.
Mover. Cambiar, trasladar, right? I move from La Paz to Cochabamba, for example. Need.
Necesita.
Necesita. Open.
Abrir.
Abrir. I open the door. I open the book, right? Paint.
Pintar.
Pintar. Perform.
Realizar.
Realizar, actuar, personificar, right? Perform. Play. Jugar.
Tocar.
Sit. Receive.
Recibir.
Recibir.
Recibir. Recommend.
Recomendar.
Recomendar. Remember.
Recordar.
Recordar. Return.
Regresar.
Okay.
Volver.
Regresar, volver, retornar. Review.
Examinar.
Muy bien.
Revisar.
Revisar. Very good. That's a review. Sail. Here in La Paz, I think on Titicaca Lake, you can sail.
Navegar.
Navegar. Share. I share with you my screens and my material. Compartir. Right? Shop.
Tienda.
Comprar.
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 Good. Comprar. Shout.
Gritar.
Good. Gritar. Right. Skate. Could be on a Baroas Square.
Patinar.
Patinar.
Right. Ski.
Esquiar.
Esquiar. Spell. Do you remember the first unit? Could you spell your name, please?
Deletrear.
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 Start.
Comenzar.
Muy bien. Iniciar. Comenzar. Stop.
Alto.
Parar. Parar.
Detener.
Muy bien. Study.
Estudiar.
Bien. Talk.
Hablar.
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 Travel.
Viajar.
Viajar. Try. Try. Intentar. Okay, intentar. That's the best one. Wait. I wait for you. 10 minutes.
Esperar.
Esperar. Muy bien. Walk.
Caminar.
Caminar.
Want. Querer. Wash. I wash the dishes.
Lavar.
Lavar. Watch. Good. I watch television. And work.
Trabajar.
Yes, very good. So those are the list of official verbs that we can use here. And of course, you are going to add some ones, right? So that's the homework for every day, ¿no? Esta es una tarea de todos los días. Memorizarlos. All right? Deben memorizarlos. Yo les aconsejaba la anterior semana que puedan hacerlo de 5 en 5. Les va a tomar simplemente 5 minutos. Si están en el bus, si están caminando, si se encuentran en su casa. So try to memorize. Los verbos son fundamentales y requiero saber el significado de cada uno de ellos. En primera instancia están conociendo un significado. Posteriormente, cuando tomen otros niveles, seguramente van a ir ampliando sus listas con el uso de preposiciones también, que se llaman los verbos phrasal verbs. Entonces, ahora es el momento cuando ustedes tienen que tratar de recordarlos, porque después, posteriormente, tendrán que memorizar una lista del tiempo pasado, seguidamente otra lista del pasado participio. Entonces, aprender todo ello en un día es una misión imposible, ¿no? Entonces, deben tomar su tiempo y memorizarlos por grupos y también identificarlos. ¿Qué verbo es regular? ¿Qué verbo es irregular? Eso es importante, para que cuando ustedes trabajen el tiempo pasado no tengan dificultades. Okay? So, now we are going to start with this unit. And I told you that in this one, we are going to talk about the upstream, right? And downstream, right? So you know that the industry is divided into two main sectors, upstream and downstream. Right? The upstream sector is concerned with the exploration and production of crude oil, right? And natural gas. And of course, the downstream section converts them to useful products at refineries. And it also concerned with the storage, that means almacenamiento, distribution, sales, and marketing, right? So I'm going to share with you the screen. Look at, please. All right. So I told you that in this unit, we are going to talk about upstream and downstream. If you translate, upstream means río arriba and downstream río abajo, right? So that is not a good definition for you. So we are going to talk about the oil industry. And I told you that the industry is divided into two main sectors, right? That we are going to work here in this unit. In this unit, we'll talk about upstream, right? So what is it? All right. Upstream, it's concerned with the exploration. Look at please. With the exploration and production of crude oil and natural gas, right? So that it's in Spanish. Upstream. Exploración, extracción, producción, procesamiento. That's the first idea, right? On the other unit, we are going to talk about downstream, right? What's downstream? Downstream, it converts them to useful products. Useful means útiles, right? At refineries, and it concerns with storage. That means almacenamiento. Distribution, sales, that means ventas, and marketing too, right? That I think you understand the idea. And that's the idea, right? Refinación, distribución a los usuarios, transporte y el almacenamiento, right? And you can find that you are going to divide it into three groups, right? But in this unit, we are going to talk about specifically two upstream, right? So, how many parts does the industry of oil have? How many parts? How is divided?
Three.
Teacher, and
Two.
drilling, transportation, refinery, and this all, I think.
Very good, right? So, but don't forget that the industry is divided into two main sectors, upstream and downstream. I told you that there aren't a clear definition in Spanish, right? Because if you are going to translate, the translations are impossible to understand in your language, right? In your ESP language, right? So in this unit, we are going to talk about upstream. What is it? What's the definition? It's concerned with the exploration and production of the crude oil and natural gas, right? That is upstream. How's divided the industry? How many sectors does the industry have?
Downstream.
Good. Two sectors, ¿no? Tenemos dos sectores. The first one, upstream, and the second, downstream, right? What's the definition of upstream? It's about exploration.
Exploration and production.
Very good. It's about exploration and production. ¿De qué? Of
Crude oil.
Oil and gas.
very good. Good, excellent. Oil and gas, of crude oil and natural gas, right? So, how many sectors does the industry of oil have? ¿Cuántos sectores tenemos?
Excuse me, teacher, specialties or what?
No, upstream and downstream, right? Tenemos dos sectores. The industry is divided into two main sectors, right? What's the definition of upstream? What's about? ¿A qué se refiere? Upstream.
Upstream is exploration and production
of crude oil and natural gas.
natural gas.
Good. Don't forget, please. In the next class, we are going to talk about downstream, right? And we are going to talk about storage, that means almacenamiento, distribution, sales, and marketing too, right? But now we are going to talk about exploration and production of oil and gas. That's upstream. Esa es la definición de upstream, right? Look at please for your test book. Go please to your test book to page please 10 and look at please for upstream unit 2. Upstream unit 2. Okay, so how many sectors does we have in the oil industry? Nuevamente, para que vayan recordando. How many sectors do we have in the oil industry?
2 sectors.
Very good. Right, 2 sectors. What are they? Muy bien, Esther. Upstream and downstream. What's the definition of upstream?
Upstream is production, exploration, oil and natural gas.
Very good. Excellent. Right? Is concerned with the exploration and production of crude oil and natural gas. Excellent. So in this unit, I told you that we are going to work with that information, right? So look at please the keyed off. That means empezar. Es un phrasal verb que significa iniciar, empezar, right? I told you that in this unit we use the simple present tense. ¿Cuándo empleamos el presente simple? When we talk about our daily routines, habits and routines. And when you give facts, ¿no? Empleamos el presente el presente simple cuando doy información respecto a mis actividades diarias o cuando doy y recibo información respecto a hechos reales, verdaderos, right? So look at please exercise 1. Read the information and match the bold words with the explanations from 1 to 6, right? So look at please the screen.
Hola, mami, ¿qué ha pasado?
And you can find the pictures there. Right? So you have here some pictures. Read the information.
Yeah,
what
ma'am.
does bold mean? What does bold mean?
Yeah.
Bold words.
Sí, ya
Those are
ya
bold.
están.
Upstream, sectors, and
Ya, mami.
downstream.
Ya, mami, te voy a volver a llamar.
Right? Those are the bold words. Right? And now, please, you are going to read the information about upstream and downstream, right? And please read the first one, that it's unit 2, page 10. And you have here another information that you can read too. Okay? A minute, please. Read the first one, the second picture, and the third. A minute. Minute. One, petrol, gasoline, and diesel oil, for example. Oil under the ground, usually dark brown. bring out or make parts of an industry. The part that gets oil and gas out of the ground, and the part that makes and sells useful products. ¿Recuerdan qué significa useful? Ya se los mencioné hace un momento. Útiles, right? Útil. That it's useful. Útil, right? And then you have the pictures, upstream and downstream, right? So please look at the picture again. And look at the upstream and downstream. The oil and gas industry has two sectors, the upstream sector and the downstream sector. So look at the bold words, las negrillas, no? And you are going to find here, for example, petrol, gasoline, and diesel, oil, for example. That is, which one's the meaning? Could be you can find in the first unit or the first picture, but you can find in the second one. Workers in the upstream sector find and produce crude oil and gas, right? Or you can find the ideas here, but you don't have here bold ones, right? So try to fill in, please, the information. 2 minutes, 2 minutos, okay? Petrol, gasoline, and diesel oil, for example, what does it mean? Fuel or oil, combustible, ¿verdad? Petrol, gasoline, and diesel oil, for example. What about oil under the ground, usually dark brown? Oil under the ground. What does under the ground? What does it mean?
Debajo de la tierra.
Muy bien. Oil under the ground, usually dark brown. Dark brown means café oscuro. ¿Qué sería? Workers in the upstream sector find and produce crude oil and gas. Tienen que buscar la palabra que corresponde entre las negrillas que tienen en ese ejercicio, ¿verdad? The oil and gas industry has two sectors, the upstream sector and the downstream sector. Workers in the upstream sector find and produce crude oil and gas. Or you have here workers in the downstream sector produce useful things from crude oil like fuel for cars and planes. Okay? Un minuto. Seleccionen la palabra que corresponde a la instrucción. ¿Qué palabras? Las que se encuentran en negrillas. ¿Ok? Un minuto. All right. How many sectors does the oil industry have?
2 sectors, upstream and downstream.
Very good. What's the definition of upstream?
The exploration in production of crude oil and natural gas.
Very good. It's concerned or it's about the exploration and production of crude oil and natural gas. Very good. And in the next unit, we are going to talk about the downstream section, right? That it converts them to useful products, productos útiles, at refineries, and it also concerned with the storage, that means almacenamiento, distribution, sales, and marketing, right? So look at please number 2. William, look at please number 2. Oil under the ground, usually dark brown, it's or they are.
Sorry, teacher, I'm with my cell phone. I'm changing the. Sorry, teacher.
Okay, crude oil, right? Crude oil. Bring out or make, Esther Gaby. Bring out or make. Sorry, Esther, I don't listen you. Oil or bring out or make. Produce, right? Otro sinónimo. Bring or bring out or make. Make means as that. If you can look at for the definition, that it's produce. All right. Todas las palabras las tienen los dos primeros recuadros, right? Las que están en negrillas. Richard, parts of an industry.
Parts of industry upstream and downstream.
Very good. ¿Y cómo se llaman? Sectors, right? Sectors. Very good, Richard. Excellent. Daniela, the part that gets oil and gas out of the ground. Estamos hablando justamente de ese sector.
Teacher, I can. Upstream.
Please. Very good, William. Excellent. Upstream. Upstream. Excellent. Ronald, the part that makes and sells useful products. The other part.
The sector downstream.
Downstream. Very good. Excellent.
Yes, please.
Good. Thank you. So, the part that gets oil and gas out of the ground, it's upstream. The part that makes and sells useful product, it's downstream sector, right? So again, how many sectors does the oil industry have? Nuevamente, how many sectors does the oil industry have?
2 sectors.
Good, 2 sectors. What are they? ¿Cuáles son?
Upstream and downstream.
Excellent. What's the definition of upstream?
It's about extraction and production.
Very good. It's about exploration and production of oil and gas. Excellent, Daniela. And what about downstream? And you have the definition in number 6 too. Is the part that makes and sells useful products. Or you can say it's the sector that converts them to useful products, right, at refineries. And also it's concerned with storage, distribution, sales, and marketing that then we are going to talk. All right, so I think it's clear the idea, right? The two sectors of the oil industry are upstream and downstream. In this unit, we talk about upstream. What does it mean? It's about the exploration and production of crude oil and natural gas, right? Look at, please, exercise 2. Vean el ejercicio 2. Look at the pictures. In this unit, which picture show? Look at the pictures, right? So we have here our picture 1, 2, and 3 pictures on page 11, I guess, okay? Rocks. Where can you see rocks? What does rocks mean? ¿Qué significa? Rocks.
Roca.
Rocas. Muy bien, rocas, piedras. Right, that's the idea. Which picture show rocks? ¿En qué figura podemos ver rocas, piedras, and so on?
The first picture with the geologist.
Oh, very good. The first one, right. What about a scientist? A scientist. Which one shows a scientist? Un científico. Which one shows? First, second, third, fourth?
First.
First two, okay. And the third one, I guess, too, right? Hydrocarbons, that means hidrocarburos, right? Where are they?
The third?
Yes, on the pipeline that it's first, second, right. What about a drilling well? Perforación de pozos, right? Drilling, that means perforación. Well, you know, that means pozo. Where is a drilling well? A well? First, second, third, or fourth? ¿Dónde pueden ver esa imagen? Drilling a well.
The first page.
Yes,
The drillers.
yes, very good. The first picture, right? That's a drilling one. What about the pipeline? What does pipeline mean? ¿Qué significa a pipeline? What does it mean? ¿Qué piensan que significa a pipeline?
Tubería.
Very good.
Tubería.
Very good. Oleoducto, tuberías, right? That's a pipeline. Where are they? ¿Dónde ven? ¿Dónde la encuentran las tuberías, oleoductos? Where?
Refinería.
¿En qué figura pueden encontrarla?
En el último.
Fourth picture.
All right, the last one, the fourth one. Very good. And what about the recording that? What about the recording that? Datos de registro. That's the idea. Where do you can find the recording that?
Second.
To the second one. Okay, right. You can find that. Very good. All right. So don't forget those words, please. Rocks, a scientist, hydrocarbons, drilling a well, a pipeline, and recording that. Those are important words too. But again, how many sectors does the industry have? Nuevamente, ya parezco disco rayado, chicos. You can say, how many sectors does the industry have? 2 sectors. Very good. What are they? ¿Cuáles son? What are they?
Upstream.
Downstream.
Excellent. Very good. What's the definition of upstream? Very good, Daniela. Upstream and downstream. What's the definition of upstream?
Exploration
Always
and
correct.
production.
Very good. Excellent. It's about or is concerned about the exploration and production of oil and gas, or you can say of crude oil and natural gas. And what about the downstream section or sector? What's the definition? It's about
The production, no, the
Conversation,
transportation, sale, and marketing.
the products.
very good. Excellent, right? Um, it's the section that converts them useful products. Excellent. At refineries, and it also concerns with the storage, that means almacenamiento, distribution, sales, and marketing, right? That's the idea. Don't forget it. Try to remember. Look at please exercise 1. The upstream process, right? I'm going to show you. Look at the picture. Oh, sorry. I can't find. Good. Right. So you have in this reading activity the upstream process. Read the test on page 11 and complete the 4 steps in this flow chart. You have here the first step, possible hydrocarbons. Yes. Hydrocarbons. Go to next step, al próximo paso. Yes, and you are going to complete 3 and 4. But what do you need? You are going to need to read this information, right? How do oil companies find oil and gas? All right? I don't know, it's Carolina or Edith Aguilar, Carolina Suxo are there. Could you read it, please? Sorry, I can't see you. Brian Perez, please, could you read it?
Yes, teacher.
Please.
How do you oil companies find oil and gas?
Very good.
The first step is exploration. Scientists study rocks and do scientific tests. They look for rock that can hold hydrocarbons.
Very good. Excellent. What does mean hold? What does hold mean? ¿Qué significa hold?
For viejo
Mantener.
Mantener, sujetar. Very good. Excellent, Brian. Please, William, could you read the second one? What are hydrocarbons?
Sorry, teacher, can you share this picture, please, please?
Okay, don't forget to have your material. Por favor, no olviden tener el material. Yo tomo la lista de forma automática, la tengo en la computadora. Entonces, los registro después de los 10 minutos. Y cuando yo comparto con ustedes, no puedo verlos, ¿no es cierto? Entonces, no sé exactamente quiénes se encuentran en la clase. Y por ese motivo les pido también que todos tengan en físico o en formato digital su material. All right? So, William, I'm going to look up for the screen.
Teacher, ¿lo puedo leer?
El material se encuentra en el WhatsApp, right? Del grupo. Don't forget it. Sí, Vani, por favor, permíteme compartir esto con Willy, and then you're going to read, Vani. Okay. Please, William, what are hydrocarbons?
Oil and gas are made of hydrogen. and carbon. So we call them hydrocarbons.
Very good. Bunny, please, could you read this paragraph? 3 questions.
La continuación, ¿no ves, teacher?
Please.
Do
scientists
siphon hydrocarbons? No, they don't. They chose a good place for the next step. Drilling, drill away, and they sometimes find hydrocarbons.
Right. Good. So, no, they don't. They choose a good place for the next step. Drilling. Drillers drill a well, and they sometimes find hydrocarbons. Right? Good. What that means, drillers drill mean?
Perforadores.
Muy bien, perforistas too. Right? Excellent. Right.
And troca.
To leave it. Sorry. Brian, please. Again, could be Brian. Could you read the next question?
Yes, teacher. Does production start immediately after drilling?
Good,
No.
immediately.
No, first the company does more the test and ask how much oil is there and are there any problems. If the results of the test are good, they would go to the next step, development.
Very good. Development means desarrollo, right? Very good, Brian. Thank you. Nancy Wanka, what does development mean?
Yeah. It means they prepare production. For example, they boil pipeline to transport the oil.
Good. They build a pipeline to transport the oil. Very good. And please, Roger Gonzalez, I guess, how long does development take? ¿Cuánto tiempo? How long?
From 3 weeks to many years, the production starts crude oil and or gas flowed from the well and along the pipeline.
Pipeline. Very good. Gas flow means a flujo de gases, right? That's the idea. That's the gas flow, right? Good. Excellent. Now, please read again and complete the chart. Lean nuevamente and complete the chart, please. Exercise 1, reading. 2 minutos, ¿ok? Vayan a la página 10 al ejercicio 1. De acuerdo a la lectura, van a completar los pasos que se siguen en este proceso. Upstream, right? Complete. 3 minutos, ¿ok? Work.
Oye.
Drilling. Muy bien. Number 1, exploration. Right? Number 2, drilling. Right? Number 1, that means exploration. I don't know if we can write here. That's impossible here. Okay. I like Zoom. So, this one, exploration. Right? This one, number 2, drilling. That means perforación. Right? Then, hydrocarbons, that's a question, you say yes. Go to next step. What happened here in number 3?
Production.
Development. And finally, you said, ya lo dijiste. Finally, production, right? Production. I'm going to write the steps. I'm going to write here the step. Creo que vamos a volver a Zoom porque that's impossible to write here. So look at please a minute. Can you see it? No, I don't think so. Wait a minute. Okay. So what are the steps? That's number 1, exploration. Then you can find drilling. You can find development. And finally, you can find production. So, what are the 4 steps that the upstream follow?
Exploration, drilling, development, and production.
Very good. Excellent, right? Those are the 4 steps that upstream follow, right? Good. Look at the game, the picture. Right. If you talk about grammar, what are the grammar structure that you find in this article? ¿Qué estructura gramatical encontraron en este artículo? Si hablamos de estructuras gramaticales en el idioma inglés, which one do you find? The first step is exploration. You can find the verb to be. Scientists study rocks and do scientific tests. ¿Qué estructura emplearon o encuentran ustedes?
Simple present.
Very good. Encuentran simple present tense. ¿Cuándo utilizan ustedes simple present tense? Bueno, de acuerdo a la regla. ¿Cuándo empleo yo el presente simple?
Cuando hablamos de
The
nosotros,
activities.
Muy
de
bien.
nuestras cosas que hacemos.
Muy bien.
¿Esa información?
Muy bien. Excellent. When I talk about my daily routines, habits and routines, and when you talk about real information, cuando doy información y recibo información sobre hechos reales. En este caso, that is true. All, it's a true fact, right? That's the idea. Underline, please, the verbs that you find in this article. So write todos los verbos que encuentran en el artículo correspondientes al presente simple. Underline. 2 minutos. Marisol, please. Marisol Quequesana. Could you read the verbs that you find in the first row?
El verbo to be en la primera oración, the first tip is exploration. Study. Look.
Study, muy bien.
Study.
Study. Do, excellent.
Look.
Look
Can.
for, muy bien, excellent. Look for significa buscar, right? And can. Can es un verbo modal, right? Que como les comentaba ya la anterior semana, no se puede conjugar a tercera persona, ¿no? Y va acompañado siempre de otro verbo. Can speak, can work, can travel. I can travel to Santa Cruz. I can speak English, but I can't speak Japanese, right? Very good. Roger, please. What about you? What are hydrocarbons? Roger? Bunny, please. Richard Rodrigo, please.
And questions are, there's what to be are. Después, call.
Call, muy bien.
Call. We call the hydrocarbons.
Muy bien, excelente. Oil and gas are made. En ese caso estamos usando la voz pasiva, que creo que en este nivel no lo vamos a ver, right? Pero es muy útil emplearlo, right? Doy énfasis al objeto en ese caso, no al sujeto, all right? Very good, Richard. Jorge Cristian, the next one, do scientists find hydrocarbons? Richard?
Otra vez, Lice.
Oh, sorry. Richard, sorry, please. Jorge Cristian. Choose. Right? Very good. Drill. Right? Drill. What does drill mean? Taladrar, right? That's a verb you are going to include to your list, please. Right. And fine. Very good, Jorge. Roy, please. Does production start immediately after drilling? Roy Carlos.
Sí, Liz, estoy buscando.
Okay. Asks. All right, Liliana, very good. Asks. Right. Very good. Go. Excellent. Right. And if you think about the verb to be, is and are, singular and plural. Excellent. What? Very good. Right. Liliana, please. Liliana Kaplan. What does development mean?
Build.
Very good. Build. That means construir. Right, excellent. And Edith Caro, Carolina, I guess, or Caro, that's the last name, please.
Yes, teacher. One moment. Mm, start.
Start, tercera persona, está conjugado tercera persona, muy bien. And prepare, you say, right? Just starts. Then production starts, crude oil and or gas flow, right? From the well and along the pipeline. En este caso, right, gas flow, that means fluir. All right, very good. Excellent. Right. Now, please, go to exercise number 2, page 11. Vayan a la página 11, ejercicio 2, that's the same page. And answer the questions, please, about the test. What do scientists try to find? Do drillers always find hydrocarbons? What do companies do before development? Why do they build pipelines? Which words mean difficulties? Which words mean carry to another place? And move continuously, right? No olviden la diferencia de estos dos formatos de pregunta. Si yo empleo do, ¿qué sucede? Simplemente voy a afirmar o negar algo, right? Do you drill a well? Yes, I do. No, I don't. But if I use what do you drill? I drill a well. Necesito, requiero de una respuesta específica. All right? 4 minutos. Read the test again and answer the questions. And use, of course, simple present tense. 4 minutes. plural, drillers. All right? Very good. So please, Ronald, what do companies do before development or development? What do companies do before development?
Exploration?
Right, okay. And good, they do exploration, all right. They do more tests too, más pruebas, right? And ask, how much oil is there? And are these any problems, right? Good. Giovanna, why do they pipelines?
For extract petroleum crude.
Yes, good. Because they can transport the oil, right? To transport the oil. That's the purpose. Ese es el propósito, ¿no? Transportarlos, right? And please, Diego, which words mean difficulties? PR, un sinónimo. Rubén. Marco Antonio, which words mean difficulties?
Solo el inciso B dice.
Problems, very good, Giovanna. Jorge Christian, more problems, excellent, right. Difficulties, problems, right. Guara, carry to another place. Carry to another place. Tienen una TR al inicio, ¿no? Carry to another place.
¿Cuál dijo, licenciada? Perdón.
Transport. Muy bien, excellent. Transport, excellent. Move continuously. F. Do you remember gas flow? So, flow. Very good, Miguel Angel. Flow, right. So, in this unit, don't forget that you use simple present tense. When you use it, when you are going to talk about your daily routines and when you talk about facts, don't forget that information. All right? So, again, how many sectors that the oil industry have? How many sectors or sections?
Two sectors.
Two sectors. Very good. What are they?
Upstream
and downstream.
Very good. What's upstream?
It's about for the exploration and production
good
of the oil and the gas.
And gas. Very good. Excellent. And what about downstream? What's it?
Sector and conversation, the products and refinery.
Good. That part that makes and sells useful products. Very good. And it also concerns with the storage, distribution, sales, and marketing. Excellent. What are the steps that you are going to follow in upstream process? What are the steps that you are going to follow in or on the upstream process? What are the steps that you follow on the upstream process? You need
drilling,
drilling, development,
Production.
Production.
Production. Very good. Excellent. What are the new words that you read in this article or in this test? What are the new words? Rocks. What else? A scientist. Hydrocarbons. Drilling a well. A pipeline. And recording that. Those are the vocabulary that you find on the test and you try to remember. Okay? So, look at please the next page. Look at please the next page. And don't forget this one, this summary, please. I'm going to show you. Look at please. Don't forget this place because you have here the main objective of this unit, right? The key vocabulary for the upstream sector, do and does and WH questions that you work in this exercise, measuring oil and gas, and then we are going to find large numbers and spell it the letter E, okay? So then we are going to find that. When you are going to study, it's important that you are going to review the main objectives of each unit, right? That's the summary, ¿no? Estos son los sumarios que corresponden a cada unidad, lo más importante, right? So in this unit, we are going to use the simple present tense. When you use simple present tense, when you are going to talk about your daily routines and when you give and ask for facts, hechos reales, true information. We have affirmative and negative sentences, and we have questions and WH questions. All right? So look at, please, the next page. Look at to this one. You have here some information, too, about the unit like that, right? What does it mean? That information, especially numbers, record data, or that, okay? And you have record, write that, or enter that on a computer. That means registrar, right? Or you can find skills. Do you remember when I talk about English? We have 4 skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing, right? That's the idea. So skills, things that you can do well. For example, computer skills or languages or football or things like that. Skills means habilidades, all right? So look at please number 1, that's it's my job. And look at for exercise 1, right? Steve Damlet tests wells before production starts. He answered questions like, what is with the oil, water, gas, or sun? What does sun mean?
Arena.
Arena, right, good. And how fast does the oil flow up from the well? Give your opinions. Does he need to be fit? Estar en forma means. Does he need to be careful? Does he need to be good with numbers? Does he need to use a computer? ¿No? Entonces tenemos preguntas cortas. Requerimos de respuestas cortas, right? What do you think that means test wheels? Steve Damtet test wheels. What does it mean, test? ¿Qué significa?
Registros de pozos.
Very good. Test, análisis, pruebas, too, right? So, give your personal opinion. Does he need to be fit? What do you think? ¿Necesitas estar en forma para hacer esto, esta tarea? Yes, he does, or no, he doesn't. ¿Qué dicen? Necesito.
No,
Okay.
no,
No,
no, he doesn't.
no, he doesn't. Okay, sure. Seguro. Because you are going to work with wells and things like that before production starts, ¿no? Antes de que la producción inicie. All right. Does he need to be careful?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. And according to my personal opinion, that I think it's important, he needs to be fit, right? Look at the equipment are too heavy, I guess, okay? So does he need to be good with numbers?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Yes, sure. Does he need to use a computer?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yes,
Yes,
he does.
definitely. Definitely. Right? So those are the most important abilities, las habilidades que este profesional debe tener. Right? Look at please number 2. Study this information and then listen and complete it. Right? So you have here some information about the company, job, location, a typical day, hours per day, or hours per day, start and finish hours, good things, and skills. What does skills means?
Habilidades.
Habilidades, okay? So, a Canadian oil company, right? That's a company. Its title. Job. A well test operator. Operador de pruebas de pozos, right? So you can find the information there. Think about or complete information about the location, that means lugar, a typical day, activities, daily routines, there in his job, hours per day, horas por día, start and finish, work, good things, positive ones, and skills. All right? So please listen.
Unit 2. It's my job.
Who do you work for, Steve? I work for a Canadian oil company. What's your job? I'm a well test operator. And where do you work? I work in lots of different places, all over Canada. Lots of different places? Yeah. The company has oil wells all over the country. We go to an oil well for a few days or maybe a few weeks. Then we move on to a different well. Who is we? Do you work in a team? Yeah. A well testing crew has 3 people. A supervisor, an operator, and an assistant operator. At first, I was an assistant operator. Now, I'm an operator. I see. What do you do on a typical day? Well, usually we do tests on new wells. First, we prepare the test equipment. Some of it's heavy equipment, so it's hard work. Then we do tests, a lot of different tests, and record data on a computer. How many hours do you work? Do you mean hours per day? Yes. We work 12 hours a day. 12 hours? When do you start and finish? We start at 7 a.m. and finish at 7 p.m. It's a long day, but it's okay. I like the job. Why do you like the job? I like working outside, and I like seeing different places. So it's a great job for me. One last question. What skills do you need for this job? Well, it's hard work, so you need to be fit. And you need to be good with numbers. And you need to be careful. I mean, careful about safety. And careful reading numbers and recording them.
Listen again.
Unit 2. It's my job.
Who do you work for, Steve? I work for a Canadian oil company. What's your job? I'm a well test operator. And
Sí.
where do you work? I work in lots of different places all over Canada. Lots of different places? Yeah. The company has oil wells all over the country. We go to an oil well for a few days or maybe a few weeks. Then we move on to a different well. Who is we? Do you work in a team? Yeah. A well testing crew has 3 people: a supervisor, an operator, and an assistant operator. At first, I was an assistant operator. Now, I'm an operator. I see. What do you do on a typical day? Well, usually we do tests on new wells. First, we prepare the test equipment. Some of it's heavy equipment, so it's hard work. Then we do tests, a lot of different tests, and record data on a computer. How many hours do you work? Do you mean hours per day? Yes. We work 12 hours a day. 12 hours? When do you start and finish? We start at 7 a.m. and finish at 7 p.m. It's a long day, but it's okay. I like the job. Why do you like the job? I like working outside, and I like seeing different places. So it's a great job for me. One last question. What skills do you need for this job? Well, it's hard work, so you need to be fit. And you need to be good with numbers, and you need to be careful. I mean, careful about safety, and careful reading numbers and recording them.
All right, great. So I told you that's important that you are on the feet. Okay, good. So please, I'm going to have here Wanda. Bunny, please. What about C, location?
Canada.
Yes, very good. Different places in Canada. Very, very good, Carlos Flores, too. Excellent. Right. Liliana, please, what about a typical day?
Test well.
Yes, prepare test equipment, do test and record that, right? Very good. What about Nancy Wanka, please? Hours per day. ¿Cuántas horas por día? Do they work or does he work? 12. Very good, Daniela. Excellent. Marisol. 12, right? Ronald, 12. Willie, 12. Very good. Excellent. Right. 12 hours. Please, Daniela, what about start and finish? 12 hours? Yes. From 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Yes. Very good. 12 hours, right? From 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Very good, Esther, Gabi, too. Ronald, please, what about good things? Working? Working? Outside, right? Working outside, right? Working outside. Look at the chat. Very good. Brian, seeing?
Places, different places.
Very good, excellent. Different places, different places. William, what about skills?
He needs to be fit
Excellent.
and be good with the numbers and the computer
Very good.
That's
Right.
all I think.
Yes, be fit and be good with numbers. Excellent. Right. Look at please number 3. Look at from A to H in number 2. What was the question for each one? For example, look at A, company. And I have here a question. Who do you work for? Right? Company. Look at B, job. How's my question? What's your job? Right? A well test operator. Right? That's the answer. Entonces, voy a formular preguntas para cada rubro. Right? Job, location, a typical day, hours per day, start and finish, good things, and skills. Okay? So you are going to use, in some cases, the verb to be, and in other ones, the simple present tense. 4 minutos. Okay? Work.
We prepare the test equipment. Some of it's heavy equipment, so it's hard work. Then we do tests, a lot of different tests, and record data on a computer.
How many hours do you work?
Do you mean hours per day?
Yes.
We work 12 hours a day.
12 hours? When do you start and finish?
We start at 7 a.m. and finish at 7 p.m. It's a long day, but it's okay. I like the job.
Why do you like the job?
I like working outside, and I like seeing different places. So it's a great job for me.
One last question. What skills do you need for this job?
Well, it's hard work, so you need to be fit. And you need to be good with numbers. And you need to be careful. I mean, careful about safety. And careful reading numbers and recording them.
Listen again.
Unit 2. It's my job.
Who do you work for, Steve?
I work for a Canadian oil company.
What's your job?
I'm a well test operator.
And where do you work?
I work in lots of different places all over Canada.
Lots of different places?
Yeah, the company has oil wells all over the country. We go to an oil well for a few days or maybe a few weeks. Then we move on to a different well.
Who is we? Do you work in a team?
Yeah, a well testing crew has 3 people, a supervisor, an operator, and an assistant operator. At first, I was an assistant operator. Now, I'm an operator.
I see. What do you do on a typical day?
Well, usually we do tests on new wells. First, we prepare the test equipment. Some of it's heavy equipment, so it's hard work. Then we do tests, a lot of different tests, and record data on a computer.
How many hours do you work?
Do you mean hours per day?
Yes.
We work 12 hours a day.
12 hours? When do you start and finish?
We start at 7 a.m. and finish at 7 p.m. It's a long day, but it's okay. I like the job.
Why do you like the job?
I like working outside, and I like seeing different places. So it's a great job for me.
One last question. What skills do you need for this job?
Well, it's hard work, so you need to be fit. And you need to be good with numbers. And you need to be careful. I mean, careful about safety. And careful reading numbers and recording them.
All right. So the question for the first one, that's company, Canadian oil company, it's who do you work for, right? That's the question. Please, Edith Aguilar,
What about second? B, job. Lisette Cáceres, please. All right, Brian, very good. And Esther, right. What's your job? Right. What does he do? It's another possibility. Excellent. Right. Please, Marilyn Choquehuanca. Marco Antonio Condori. Okay, Esther, where is the location? All right, where do you work? That's the best one. Excellent. Right, where do you work? Right, excellent. Very good, Daniela. Right. Look at please the next one. A typical day. Bebelin Lecoña, please. A typical day. What do you do on a typical day? Good, right. What do you do on a typical day? Excellent, right. What do you do on a typical day? How's your typical day? That in this case, it's very good, right. Excellent, Evelyn too. William, Liliana, excellent, right. What about, please, hours per day? Please, Ruben Limachi. Hours per day. How many hours per day do you work? Or how many hours do you work per day? Good, right. How many hours do you work per day? Very good, Roger. Wara, right. Good. Giovanna Lucana. Okay, Ruben, good. Giovanna Lucana, please start and finish. Start and finish. Ruben Limachi. Good. When do you start and finished? All right. Very good. When do you start and finished? Excellent. Right. Jorge Cristian, Miguel, Jorge Cristian too, Miguel Angel Torres. Right. Excellent. Right. What about the next one, please? Good things. Andrea Luna. Good things. Good. What are the good things about your job? Excellent. What are the good things about your job? Right. Very good. What are your skills? That the next one. La siguiente. Yes, very good. What skills do you need for this job? Or what are your best skills for this job? Very good. Excellent. So you use WH questions. When you use the WH questions, when you are going to talk about a specific information, right? Good. Finally, please look at the vocabulary. Look at the vocabulary, please. Some upstream jobs. What's the definition of upstream? What's the definition of upstream?
Upstream.
It's about exploration and production of oil and natural gas.
and gas. Very good. What are the 4 steps that you are going to follow on the process? Okay. What are the 4 steps that you follow on the process?
Downstream.
Exploration, drilling, develop,
good, development, or sorry,
production.
Very good. Those are the 4 steps. And we are going to talk about some upstream jobs. So look at please to page 12, exercise 1. Match the jobs, please, with the descriptions. Which jobs are in pictures in this unit? So you have a crane operator, that means operador de grúa, right? Then you can find driller. What does driller means? Think about occupation, profession, driller.
Perforador.
Muy bien.
Perforista.
Perforista. Right, muy bien. No olviden que esa ER para el inglés americano se pronuncia tal cual se escribe. Driller, right? Pero si yo empleo inglés británico, esa ER se convierte en una EA. Driller. Teacher, teacher. Mother, mother. ¿Ok? Por si escuchan algún audio. Good. Geologist. In Spanish.
Geólogo.
Muy bien.
Geólogo.
Geólogo. Very good. Geotechnician.
Técnico.
Very good. Excellent. Maintenance technician.
Geofísico.
Técnico de mantenimiento.
Muy bien. Técnico de mantenimiento. Pipe fitter. Or fitter.
Instalador de tuberías.
Excellent. Production operator.
Operador de producción.
Good.
Operador de producción.
Ranak. Es el trabajador de un pozo petrolífero, right? That is the Ranak. And look at the descriptions. Revisen las descripciones. And you're going to match them. Studies rocks. Operates equipment to help geologists. Supervises a drilling crew. Crew means a drilling crew, equipo de perforación. Works in a drilling crew under the driller's supervision. Operates a machine for lifting and moving heavy things, right? Mover y levantar cosas pesadas. Fits pipes to make a pipeline. Services and repairs machines and equipment, and checks and operates production equipment. So match, please. For example, a crane operator operates a machine for lifting and moving heavy things, right? That is E. 3 minutes. 3 minutos. There. Brian? It's C, right? A driller supervises a drilling crew. Supervisa el equipo de perforación. Thank you, Brian. What about 3? Geologist. What do you think? What does a geologist do?
Study rocks.
Good,
El
excellent.
estudio de la tierra.
Studies rocks. Very good. What about a geotechnician?
Operate equipment to help geologists.
Very good. Operates equipment to help geologists. B. Right. Excellent. What about 5? Maintenance technician.
Service and repairs machines and equipment.
Very good. Right. Services and repairs machines and equipment. Excellent. What about pipe fitter?
Fits pipes to make a pipeline.
Yes, good. Fit pipes to make a pipeline. Excellent. What about a production operator?
Checks and operates production equipment.
Very good, excellent. Checks and operates production equipment. And finally, what about a round neck? Works, D, right? Works in a drilling crew under the driller's supervision, right? That it's about some string jobs. I'm going to give you some homework, please. Look at exercise 2. Exercise 2 is your homework that we are going to review online, que se revisa en línea, all right? Exercise 2, please. And look at for the new page, vayan a la siguiente página, that it's page 13, please. Look at, please, for language spot. Do and does and WH question, ya saben la diferencia que existe entre ambos. Cuando empleo do and does, requiero de una respuesta corta, right? Do a crane operator work with a crane? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't, right? If I use a WH questions and I need a specific answer, right? Where do you work? What does a crane operator do? Okay, so we have 2 different kind of questions. So please work with exercises 1, 2, please. 3, 4, and 6. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Right? And I think the next class we are going to finish with this unit, I guess, because we are on a hurry, you know. So, in fact, how many sectors does the industry have? How many sectors does the oil industry have?
2 sectors.
Sectors or sections. What are they?
Upstream and downstream.
Downstream. Good. What's upstream?
It's about exploration and production.
Very excellent, of oil and natural gas. What about downstream? It concerns to useful products, right? And it also concerned with storage, distribution, sales, and marketing, that we are going to talk about it in our next unit, right? Que vamos a hablar del tema en nuestra próxima unidad, right? What are the 4 steps of the upstream process?
Exploration, drilling, development, and production.
Very good. Excellent. What are the new words that you find in this unit? You find a lot of new words, right? Rocks, hydrocarbons, drilling a well, and so on, right? And what are the jobs related to upstream that you find in this unit?
Geologist,
Geologist,
driller,
Good.
Geotechnic.
production operator,
Excellent. Right.
Architect.
Ronak. Good. Crane operator. Excellent. Right. So you find a lot of information here. And what do you use? What grammar structure do you use? ¿Qué estructura gramatical empleamos? What do
simple
you
present
use?
tense.
Simple
Simple.
present.
Simple
Muy
present.
excelente. Why? ¿Por qué? Because
Because we are talking about real activities.
excellent. Because we talk about facts or real activities, right? Real information. And you describe what do you do in your job. So you talk about your routines, your duties, sus tareas, las tareas que ustedes realizan de acuerdo a su especialidad en cada rubro. So I'm going to talk about my or your routines. All right? That is. So, I'm going to speak Spanish now. Para terminar, nos quedan 5 minutos. Quiero aclarar algo, por favor, y lo voy a hacer en idioma español. Right? Bien. A mí se me informó que yo debía tomar un examen de admisión. Por ello, el administrativo, el de estudiantes, el responsable, ha creado un grupo, ¿no?, de admisión para la prueba de PET 228, ¿no? Por ese motivo y porque yo también consulté con la anterior docente y ustedes también me dieron esa información en la primera reunión que tuvimos, en la primera reunión informativa. Por ese motivo se ha tomado la prueba, ¿no? Tanto para estudiantes que cursaron el nivel básico y para estudiantes que no lo hicieron. A los estudiantes que cursaron el nivel básico, se me indicó que todas aquellas personas que aprobaron el nivel tenían 10 puntos extras, los cuales se han sumado a su nota. Seguramente ustedes han podido ver sus notas, ¿no? Sin embargo, en esta semana me llamó el director para explicarme que los estudiantes que cursaron el nivel básico no requieren del examen de admisión para acceder a Inglés Técnico 1. Sin embargo, me indica también que aún no existe esto en el reglamento porque aún no está aprobado, ¿no? A partir del próximo año, si no me equivoco, ustedes ya van a tener en la malla curricular el nivel básico común como una materia igual obligatoria, que va a cambiar de semestre. Ya no va a estar en el semestre 2, si no me equivoco, lo van a llevar al quinto y al sexto para el básico común o Inglés Técnico 1 para Inglés Técnico 1, el sexto semestre, si bien recuerdo el dato que me dieron, ¿no? Entonces, por este motivo, el director me ha indicado que se me va a enviar un instructivo, justamente indicando que todos aquellos estudiantes que han aprobado el nivel básico común puedan ingresar al curso de forma automática, sin necesidad de la prueba, ¿no? Quería comentarles esto para aclararlo, right? Y porque me preocupa también que ustedes, todos aquellos que han cursado el básico común, hayan tomado la prueba, ¿no? Sin embargo, les comento que, y quiero aclararlo, como les decía, se me informó que debían tomar la prueba. Y bueno, me indican que en realidad el centro de estudiantes me parece que también ha iniciado recién sus funciones, el director también, y como ustedes saben, mi persona también, ¿no? Soy nueva. Entonces, quiero aclarar, ¿right? Probablemente en este grupo, no lo sé porque tengo registrado algunas personas que no conozco, correspondan al básico o común. Les voy a pedir, por favor, que anoten sus nombres en el chat y su número de teléfono y anoten, ¿no? Si es que ustedes han aprobado el básico común. Eso quería comentarles. No olviden, por favor, que la tarea de todos los días es estudiar los verbos, memorizarlos, como ustedes pueden ver en esta unidad es fundamental, ¿ya? Si tienen algún otro comentario, no sé si quieren hacerlo ahora. Otra cosa más. No olviden que ustedes han coordinado conmigo muchos temas, ¿no? Entonces, ¿cuántos minutos de tolerancia tenemos al inicio de la clase? 10 minutos, ¿verdad? 10 minutos, exacto. 10 minutos. No lo olviden. Traten de ingresar a esa hora. Nosotros, cuando enseñamos otro idioma, también enseñamos un poco de cultura, ¿no es cierto? Al mismo tiempo. Es decir, a que podamos ser un poco más responsables en ciertas tareas, a tener un poco más de reglas para realizar ciertas actividades, ¿no? Eso conlleva todo un aprendizaje, en este caso de otro idioma, de otra cultura, para ustedes de inglés específico que es primordial, ¿no? Porque todo el material actualizado que llega lo van a recibir en este idioma, que es hermoso y que es muy fácil de aprender, es el idioma más fácil para aprender. Si ustedes hablan algún idioma originario, por ejemplo, o quechua, aymara, pueden compararlos y realmente inglés pues es muy fácil en comparación a aymara, por ejemplo, o a quechua o a otros idiomas, ¿no? Entonces, como les decía, simplemente yo soy una guía, los voy a orientar y ustedes en realidad realizan el 80%, yo hago un 20% del trabajo, ¿no? Porque ustedes deben revisar los verbos, memorizar, recordar las estructuras, y es muy importante que lo hagan cada día, ¿no? 5 minutitos, chicos, ayuda muchísimo. 5 minutos, nada más, hoy cuando termina la clase o en la tarde cuando tienen más tiempo, so do it. Bien, no les voy a tomar más tiempo, sé que tienen otra clase, so we are going to start. All right, Daniela Ramos. Pero Daniela Ramos, tú ya estás, ¿no? En mi grupo. Daniela Ramos Baltasar. Daniela, pero tú tomaste, no has tomado el básico común, pero sí has tomado el examen, entonces no hay ningún problema, right? Fernández Condor, Yovanka, I'm going to register, los voy a ir registrando y si tengo algún comentario sobre ustedes, se los voy a hacer en línea, por favor, la próxima clase. A ver, Daniela, creo que tú no tienes ningún problema, ¿no? Daniela Ramos Baltasar. Chicos, si ustedes quieren abandonar la clase, por favor pueden hacerlo, no quiero perjudicarlos, ¿ok? So, goodbye.